Hi, I'm Chris DiIorio. I'm a business marketing major, class of 2004 at Loyola Marymount University. Shondaland, if you aren't familiar with it, is a global media company rooted in storytelling. So we create content for streaming, for broadcast network television, for the web with our website, Shondaland.com, and for podcasting with Shondaland Audio. My role as Chief Strategy and Business Development Officer is to look for synergistic opportunities across the company. So figuring out ways that different content verticals can work together, as well as working with all of our placement and integrations for any of our brand partnerships and kind of melding the creative world with the business world at Shondaland, as well as overseeing all of our marketing and communications and branding for the company. So my role was, okay, what other ways can we tell stories outside of just the traditional television that we were creating for ABC? So that included looking for ways to build our website, Shondaland.com, looking for a lot of brand partnership opportunities. So, going to certain brands, if it's Dove or Microsoft or Peloton, and figuring out ways to work with them, these companies and brands that we have shared values with, to work with them to tell their story and incorporate their messaging. And it's kind of like an additive into the types of stories that we are already telling. What excites me is when I can find an opportunity that not only fits well in one area of the company, but that we can take and kind of move across various areas of the company, right? So I guess a home run, if you want to call it that, is when we can have something that maybe starts as, an idea that our development team works on for Netflix, right? It's like, okay, so then what can we do with that show? How can we make that into a podcast? How can we spin that off and figure out website content for that? And what kind of brands are there out there that we can partner with to kind of extend this relationship in that world from one area to the others? Our relationship with Dove, that was a relationship that started about 4 years ago, shortly after I joined the company. It was the first time that Dove, on the women's side of their business, had ever partnered with a celebrity talent. And basically what they were looking to do is they had these messages and this campaign that they wanted to work on. And instead of having a traditional ad agency do it, they came over to us and had the CEO and founder of our company, Shonda Rhimes, as the creative director for this campaign. And what kind of took it a next step further, which we thought was really cool, was it lined up perfectly for when we were launching our editorial vertical, Shondaland.com. So we were able to take these short videos that were created, and instead of Dove just taking them and putting them on their YouTube page, we had more of kind of an authentic opportunity to take those videos and put them on Shondaland.com and have these amazing stories of women talking about female empowerment and self-esteem and real beauty, but to be able to build a whole vertical on our website around that. So there were other kind of editorial and video stories on the site that spoke to those same themes. And it was really kind of a whole holistic campaign and felt kind of like I said, a really natural and authentic destination for people to go and for Dove to get across their message to the audience. My favorite part about my position is, Shondaland is a very well-established media company and production company. I love that we still operate with this entrepreneurial spirit, that we're still asking ourselves across the company every day, what can we do differently? How can we change things? What's next? What else should we be trying? And that everybody in the company has that spirit. And so for me personally, going out and trying to figure out new ways to work with brands or new ways for us to partner with people to tell stories in a different way, that's really what's most exciting to me. I would say never be afraid to reach out to an alumni. I mean, that's how I got my start. I didn't know anyone. Every internship I was looking at said that you needed experience, and I didn't really have any connections. And I just blindly reached out to a couple people, a couple alumni that I found that worked at various companies and places that I was interested in. And that was how I got my first shot. So I would just encourage everybody, LMU really has a lot of amazing alumni working in a lot of cool places across various industries. So I would encourage anyone looking to like get into those industries, figure out, through LinkedIn or through social media or whatever, find those alumni connections and reach out. Cause I think you'd be surprised how much alumni are willing to help. I mean, I guess the most important memory of LMU for me was that's where I met my wife. So that's probably the biggest one. I would also just say the network of community that's built at LMU is so special. Obviously, the education was fantastic, but the relationships that were made there of people that are now still my absolute best friends, that's not something that you get everywhere, and that was really special. I went to LMU not knowing anyone. I was the first person from my high school to ever attend LMU, and going there and making this group of friends that have completely turned into family has just been, I owe all that to LMU.